Well, good afternoon, and it's Thursday afternoon, so we are doing things with vanilla beans. Now, I had planned on baking, but the element in my oven went out, so Joe had to order it. So instead, like I told my members on Monday, we're going to make beverages with vanilla beans. Now, there's a lot of alcoholic beverages that you can do, but this is family friendly. So we are going to make a banana vanilla shake. We're making a cold vanilla tea, a hot vanilla tea, and vanilla milk. Let's go start. Now our first one is vanilla milk. So yesterday, I scraped the vanilla beans into the milk. Now this is a whole milk, and because I don't want to add any calories, I'm going to use a stevia, 0 calories, just 1 packet. And I'm going to put that in there. And I'm just going to shake that up. Then this milk is ready. Now I do have the vanilla beans in there, which you could scoop out, but it's just as easy when you're drinking it to take it out when you're drinking. Our next thing we're going to do is a banana vanilla bean shake. So the first thing, I'm using my Vitamix. And I cut the vanilla bean in half and then I split it. I'm going to add some whole milk because with my Vitamix, I can actually just pulverize that vanilla bean. So we're going to put that in there, and I'm going to add 2 bananas. Now I like the bananas to be a little overripe. Not bad, mushy or anything like that, but they seem to have more flavor, the banana flavor, if you let them start having some of those spots on there. And we are going to put the lid on, and this is going to be loud. Now here's our milk, bananas, and vanilla beans. At this point, if you didn't have ice cream, you could add ice to it. But I have some ice cream, so I'm going to add that. Now you don't have to have vanilla ice cream. You could have strawberries, you could have boysenberries, marionberries, huckleberries, any kind of flavor you want it. And the vanilla will just enhance that shake. So I'm just going to add ice cream in there. The more ice cream you add, the thicker that shake is going to be. Now if you wanted a malt, you would put malt powder in there. But I think that kind of takes away from the vanilla flavor. Now this is just regular plain vanilla. It is not French vanilla, vanilla bean vanilla, just plain, because I want my vanilla beans to flavor it. And once again, we're going to put that on and start it. Note, it's going to be loud. Look how beautiful that is with the vanilla beans in there. And because I use my Vitamix, it just pulverized the entire bean so that we can drink it right in our shakes. So let's pour that in there. I always like to make extra, and then we can keep it in the freezer and we can have it whenever we want to. But it is beautiful. Well, I didn't realize Joe had a VA appointment. So I get a try. This is banana vanilla bean shake. Oh yeah, that is a good shake. I think I could have put some strawberries in there. That would have been good. Strawberry, banana, vanilla bean. It's really thick. Okay, here's vanilla bean milk. Now you might ask, why did I put the sugar in there? Well, I use stevia. But it needs a little sweetness added to it. That's very refreshing. With this, you do need to do it the day before though, so that it really enhances the vanilla bean flavor in your milk. Now, I could actually put this in my Vitamix and just blend it all up so I'm having the entire vanilla bean. Here's the vanilla milk after I sent it through my Vitamix, so it just pulverized the vanilla. And it just makes it so that all the beans are there, the particles of the seeds and the beans, and great flavor. Now, another thing you can do with this is use it on your cereal, your oatmeal, things like that, or in a recipe that calls for milk. Now, let's make some tea. I have 1 cup of water. I'm actually going to use 6.5 cups total, but there's 1 cup, plus a 1/2 cup of sugar. And I'm going to get one of my wooden spoons so I can start stirring that. I have it on about medium-high heat. Now the other thing I'm going to add to this, because I'm making basically a simple syrup, is I'm going to add my vanilla beans right now. So, scraping the seeds out. I'm going to put that whole pot in there though, so it can boil. And we are just going to just scrape out as much of the beans as we can. The rest of them will come out as it boils. And there we go. We're just going to get that all in there. It'll only take it just a few minutes to start to boil, but we need to get all that sugar dissolved in there. Now this is going to be an iced tea. It's not going to be a hot tea, but though we are going to do a hot tea, but it is a little bit different. Now it's starting to boil. I want it a real rolling boil. Now I'm pouring 5.5 cups of water total, so that with my cup I've already done, I will have 6.5 cups of water, and we're going to bring that to a boil too. But in the meantime, I am going to stick 3 tea bags in there. I'm going to put a lid on so it'll boil faster, and I'll show you when it gets to a boil. My tea is boiling, and so I'm going to turn the burner off, put the lid on, and just let it steep for about 15 minutes. It'll cool down some, and I can pour it over cracked ice. I have let it cool. It's still a little warm, but we're going to just pour that. I use a strainer. And there we have beautiful vanilla bean tea for the summer. Here's my vanilla bean sugar. And how did I make that? If you didn't see that video, every time I have vanilla beans that I've scraped that I haven't put in anything like milk or anything like that, I put them in some sugar, and when I fill up this whole container, then I take all the sugar that's there, all the vanilla beans that are in the container, and I put them in my Vitamix. And what happens, it almost makes a vanilla bean powdered sugar. And that's what we're going to use in our hot vanilla bean drink. Now you can use any kind of tea. Today I'm using a black currant beauty. It's an organic tea. It's fabulous flavor. And I have the tea kettle on, and I'll show you how we're going to make that. This cup is actually made for tea. It's actually double lined with glass, and it comes from Tea Bloom. I got it for a gift from one of my daughters. And because it's double walled, it really holds the heat in there. So what we're going to do is, I'm just, sugar, no sugar, that's up to you. If you're not putting sugar in, you can split the bean and put it right in there. But I'm using some of my vanilla sugar. I'm going to put my tea bag in there, and I'm going to pour hot water over it. So then I'm going to pour it right over it. You can see the vanilla bean seeds floating in there. It's starting to turn color. Now it's always good to steep your tea. So I'm just going to put this little lid on there. It's just the top to a pineapple can. And we're going to let that steep for 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes, so we're going to give it a quick stir. And we have some hot tea. What a beautiful color. That black currant tea is just spectacular. Each week with our vanilla beans, we give 5 vanilla beans away from the week before on all the comments. Well, this time we had 33 unique comments, and we are going to see who won 5 vanilla beans from last week. You always have to be 18 years old. You have to live in the continental United States, and you also have to make a comment on this video. So let's see who our winner is. Leah Ness, and she says, love all types of vanilla, best flavor in the world, goes with everything. Leah, I need your physical address and I will send you those 5 vanilla beans, and congratulations. Well, that's 4 vanilla bean beverages this afternoon. Iced tea, hot tea, a vanilla banana shake, and just vanilla milk. Lovely, so refreshing. Now, what do we think about the hot tea? Still very, very hot. Oh, that is so good. So I hope you try these vanilla bean beverage drinks today. And next week we'll be back cooking in the oven. I will see you next time.